They keep reporting me. Why are y'all reporting me? This is just the truth. So, Felisa has this weird thing with... It's bright. This.
Until they're drunk. I'm like, oh my God, here comes the drunk gay woman, you know, because the straight women be gay, like the down low gay women be straight until they're drunk. You know the saying, spaghetti's straight until it's wet. That's a saying about fucking straight women that get gay when they're drunk.
So in your community, that's how y'all talk about heterosexual women? Or is it just a heterosexual woman that you want to make lies upon, like Mo? Or you want to set up, like Mo? Or like myself, right? Well, I'm telling you this, if you are the motherfucking representation for the community, I will never, ever be a wet noodle. I will never be a wet noodle. My shit will stay bone straight until the nigga come around. I'm not playing. I'm so serious. If that's how y'all are talking about us, like, what? Oh shit. What? I'm 51. I ain't never heard that. Box fettuccine straight as a motherfucker. I will never.
Until they're drunk. You know the saying, spaghetti's straight until it's wet. That's a saying about fucking straight women that get gay when they're drunk. So I'm sitting there, I'm
So let me get this, because I'm going to put something out there that was slightly put out there about me, because my husband and I we had a menage a trois. That doesn't, to me, that doesn't, well, I guess for men it would be different, because in the heterosexual community. But that's a fantasy. It was a fantasy. That is some Bama shit she talk about, right? Because how about everybody that fantasizes? Like, I don't have an interest in women because you get into a certain mindset when it's fantasy, and my fantasy... Oops. The kids hear me. It's a fantasy. So, in the heterosexual woman's world, it would be... I got more excited about seeing him than her. But I also admired her beauty. So it's just, this is weird to me. Like, heterosexual women having thoughts about being curious this is the way she's making it sound is like it's so bad. And then they have these things that attach to it, like noodles, and why the fuck are we food? If the noodle's not wet, what the fuck? God. It's, to me, like, it's curiosity. It's almost like, my son is gay. Gay to the gods gay, right? But I couldn't even imagine having these, like, even when growing up, around the way, we have these sayings that I realized were offensive because my son was part of the community. And as you grow and evolve, like now everybody has the pronouns. Still not quite there yet, but I get it. But if you are referring to someone's sexuality in the food term and you are not close to them, like if you, like, but you know you would with your partner or whatever, y'all got these little nasty little sayings with food, then that's appropriate because y'all doing y'all thing, right? It's exclusive. But But when you start to generalize heterosexual women based on food, that's your fucking mindset. I don't look at a man and be like, and relate him to food. I don't even relate a man to sexuality off the break. I gotta, what's your mind talking about? What's your mouth, what that mouth do? What you saying? Not what it do, but what does it say? What goes from here to here? That's what I want to know. Because after I do what I do, we do what we do and get the job done, I gotta have a conversation. Like, we gotta have to be able to talk about something and have a conversation. So for her to say, relate all that to fucking noodles, bitch, you a noodle. You a fucking wet noodle. You are just off your fucking rocker.
LGBTQIA elemental P myself. So I'm sitting here, and this has happened to me over and over in my life. Gay women.
Thank you, Kimchi. I didn't want to lead and say it, but that's fetishizing somebody. And she fetishizes, she fetishizes heterosexual black women the same way white men do. The same way.
Straight women get drunk when they're gay, they hit on you, they're attracted to you, da-da-da-da. So she's sitting here doing this, and I'm like, here we go. And I wasn't expecting it. She grabbed my face, she kissed me, and started grabbing me between my legs, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, nope, you're going too far. So I cut the fucking camera again, and I'm trying to get her to calm the fuck down. Like, what the fuck is going on? And she's just steady, like, she's not there.
She's not
there. I'm looking at her eyes, and she's not there. And she's grabbing on my coochie, and she's grabbing on my titties, and she's going up my shirt. She's going down my shirt. So I move it to the bathroom because I'm like, damn, like, and I mean, if somebody is your friend, when somebody is your friend, you don't just think to whoop their ass. That's not what the fuck you think to do. You don't think, like, let me just lay this bitch cold the fuck out right here. You don't think that. Not when you've established a bond with that person. So I move it to the, like, come on, because we got to get you straight. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I get shoved in the fucking bathroom stall. And I fight for my life to get the fuck out of that bathroom stall. It wasn't the back bathroom stall. It was the very first bathroom stall. And we're in that bathroom stall, and I'm trying everything. No, stop. Please stop. You got a husband. I got a husband. I'm not into you. I'm not a bottom. I don't know. You gonna give me that, bitch. Oh. No, I'm not. All in my head, I'm like, you're gonna have to knock this bitch the fuck out. I don't know, like, she's not hearing you, Lisa. She ain't hearing you. She's drunk, she ain't there, she's not hearing you. You really finna have to lay this bitch the fuck out. And then I realized our cell phones were missing.
So in the middle of being raped, it suddenly stopped. The abuser suddenly stopped in the middle of raping you because you forgot your phones. You realized, Mo, don't rape me. Our phones are missing.
I'm like, you're gonna have to knock this bitch the fuck out. I don't know, like, she's not hearing you, Lisa. She ain't hearing you. She's drunk, she ain't there, she's not hearing you. You really finna have to lay this bitch the fuck out. And then I realized our cell phones were missing. So I was like, Mo, we gotta find our phones. Like, first of all, I'm all the way on the other side of the fucking country. I got kids at home. And my priority is always to make it back to my fucking kids. Especially if I didn't have no...
Being an abuser is a power move. We know that. Especially when you're sexually assaulted. Any abuse is a power thing. So for her to say that she was fighting for her life in this stall, she's trying to ration with someone her abuser who's drunk. Oh, abuser, stop. Our phones. Our phones are missing. Do you know how many victims, survivors wouldn't got SA'd or raped or tortured if we could have just been like, no, stop. Don't do it. The light's on. There's somebody right there. Oh my God, I forgot my phone. Bitch.
No intentions of dying when I went out.
And then goes to sleep in the same room.
If I'm out there protesting,
at the bottom of the bed.
I get it. Y'all know I'm putting my life on the line for that. I let my kids know. But when I go to, well, I guess I did go for a protest, but I wasn't finna die.
Blaze is irrelevant.
Or go to jail
I'm speaking to
over
police.
no fucking fight in a fucking casino. If I was gonna go to jail, it was gonna be at the fucking protest.
But someone recorded so I can see it.
If I was gonna fucking fight, it was gonna be at the fucking protest. I'm not.
Someone recorded so I can watch it later. We might do a live intel, maybe.
Over my friend being drunk in the fucking bathroom and fucking hitting on me because I'm. And yes, I did sleep at the foot of her bed on an air mattress. That's where she put it. That was my sleeping area.
So that's where her abuser, her rapist, attempted rapist, put her bed. So that's where she slept.
That was where I slept. And I wasn't afraid of her. So there was no reason not to go to sleep where I had been sleeping this whole time.
Not go mod for him.
I didn't even get a chance to wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, none of that. As soon as I woke up, she was in my face crying. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do you like that. I was drunk. I'm not being bathroom and fucking hitting on me because I'm. And yes, I did sleep at the foot of her bed on an air mattress. That's where she put it. That was my sleeping area. That was where I slept. And I wasn't afraid of her. So there was no reason not to go to sleep where I had been sleeping this whole time. I didn't even get a chance to wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, none of that. As soon as I woke up, she was in my face crying.
No, 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 no. Because you just said that Mo woke you up snotting and crying. You just said Mo woke you up. She woke you up and she was snotting and crying. Now it's this.
Where I had been sleeping this whole time. I didn't even get a chance to wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, none of that. As soon as I woke up, she was in my face crying.
As soon as I woke up. Not she woke me up. See, in this account, as soon as you woke up. As I woke up. In the other account, less than 20, 30 minutes ago, is Mo was snotting and crying in your face. That's how you woke up. That's how she woke you up. And before you can go change the story and saying, well, I woke up because I heard her snotting and crying. No, that's not the context you gave it in. Mo woke you up. That's what you said.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do you like that. I was drunk. I'm not blaming it on the alcohol, but I was drunk and, I've never been with a woman. That's not me. I'm not even attracted to women. That's not me. Like, I don't know what came over me. So I told her, I was like, maybe you haven't explored your sexuality. Maybe you don't know what you are. Maybe you don't know if you're bisexual or not.
So here is someone who refers to heterosexual women as wet noodles when they get drunk and become gay around someone from the LGBTQIA community. But now you're saying that this person tried to rape you and you had to fight for your life, but the rape was interrupted because you remembered or you realized y'all didn't have y'all phones. So the rapist stopped and y'all went to look for phones. And then it was you slept outside, and then it was you slept at the end of the bed on the air mattress, which your abuser, your attempted rapist put there for you to sleep on.
Now, my job would come over me, so I told her, I was like, maybe you haven't explored your sexuality. Maybe you don't.
And then it was you giving advice as for you haven't explored your sexuality. But when she did, when she was trying to explore her sexuality, you got offended because she said she wanted to eat you out. And you said, you're not a bottom. This isn't going to work. I'm not a bottom. And then you just recently said, ain't no woman eating me out. I'm not nobody. Like, you're adamant about that. Like, it's a trauma, a trigger for you.
Don't know what you are. Maybe you don't know if you're bisexual or not. Now, mind y'all, I didn't care for I Speak before I met him. I made that clear way before
I
the
know
protest.
that pushback. That's why.
Way before the protest. And I said on this app, I'm not going to dog this man. I'm not going to dog what this man is doing because he is working
and
for the
then
betterment of
exposure to
black
millions
people.
of people.
But it's just something about him that just rubs me the wrong way. Now, I'm not going to, like, I have my feeling about him, but I'm not going to judge him based on how I feel. So when Mo brought him on to be a part of the TikTok protest, I let her know, like...
There it is. There it is. When Mo brought I Speak on to be a part of the movement, that's it right there. That's the fucking shit right there.
I feel. So when Mo brought him on to be a part of the TikTok protest, I let her know, like, okay, I don't care for this man, but I'll play nice. I'll see, see what he's about. I would like to have a conversation with him when I get there. So when we got to LA, we had City Cat was with us earlier. City Cat was with us earlier that day. And then City Cat went back home because City Cat is older than us. She didn't want to be out, partying, all of that. She went home to do her thing. So we went to the Airbnb where I Speak, Daewoo. Well, actually, it was just I Speak and Daewoo when we got there. It was just I Speak and Daewoo when we got there. So when we got there, I Speak was on his live. Now, mind you, I hugged this man when I got in there. This is my first time meeting him. I'm a hugger. He was a hugger because he hugged us when we walked in. We hugged Daewoo. Greetings. I don't know this man. I'm not going to, be mean to him. Like, okay, I gave him a hug. He was live when we got there. He was live and he was drinking. He was drinking.
Salty. She's a hugger. She's a hugger. Exactly. Custom Creations, good question. Why didn't she call City Cat to come get her?
The heart, like, okay, I gave him a hug. He was live when we got there. He was live and he was drinking. He was drinking the hard lemonades that he advertised. He had 2 cases of them. Nobody else drank the hard lemonades but him. He gave out 2 of them. One to me and one to fucking Mo. Neither one of us drank them. But anyway, he's on his live and I kept asking, like, hey, can you get off the live so we can, like, discuss the protest? Like,
wow.
I'm thinking we're going to discuss the protest before we go out to have fun. Like, let's discuss. Like, we finna be out here protesting together. Like, We need a game. Like, what we gonna like? What like? Come on, let's talk about this. I'm steady asking him like, hey,
What?
get off the live. Like, I was like, Mom, get your friend. Like, tell me.
Y'all hear this? She definitely has somewhere to go because City Cat was in Cali, lives in Cali. So as soon as she gets to the Airbnb, he's recording. I mean, he's on his live. And it could have very well been the live of the Angela Daddy's Girl cult, right? But there was a lot of lives. So she gets to the live. She gets to the Airbnb. He was fussing with Angela, right?
He's on his live, and I kept asking, like, hey, nobody else drank them hard lemonades but him. He gave out 2 of them. One to me and one to fucking Mo. Neither one of us drank them. But anyway, he's on his live, and I kept asking.
Okay, so she gets to the Airbnb. They hug. He gives her some Mike's Hard Liquor. Mike's Hard Drinks. The can. He had 2 cases. In the tour he showed on the video, you could see the 2 cases. There was 2 cases. She just confirmed there was 2 cases. Out of that, she had a drink. She said she didn't drink it, whatever. So when she got there was an introduction. She hugged him. So she gave him the feeling of being familiar, so why would we think it? Exactly. If you come in and you give someone a hug, that is a feeling of familiar. Well, she said she's a hugger. She said she was a hugger.
Like, hey, can you get off the live so we can like discuss the protest? Like, I'm thinking we're gonna discuss the protest before we go out to have fun. Like, let's discuss. Like, we finna be out here protesting together. Like, we need a game. Like, what we gonna like? What like? Come on, let's talk about this. I'm steady asking him like, hey, get off the live. Like, I was like, Mom, get your friend. Like, tell him to get off the live. Like, hey, whoa, get your friend. Tell him to get off the live. Like, I would like to formally meet him and talk to him and go back and forth with ideas about the protest tomorrow.
Formally meeting someone is hugging them. I don't know how much more formal it gets. Like, why do you need to discuss a protest? People been traveling. She did not like Mo bringing I Speak into the movement. That.
This is what we really came for. We didn't come to party. Like, we could do that after we do this. So if y'all remember his live, I kept asking, hey, can you get off the live? Like, okay, bye, y'all. Like, he finna get off the live and come, talk to us about the protest. He never did. When he got off that live, it was time to go to the club. And we sat there and waited on him for like an hour and a half while he was on live.
There's a timeline. They were at the Airbnb for an hour and a half. Drinks going. Trying to tell me there was no tour? You didn't know where the bathroom was in that hour and a half? You got to the Airbnb and you met. You got a hug. You were offered a drink. You admittedly watched them. And you were around the Airbnb for an hour and a half, 2 hours. before you went to the club. Before you went to the club. And then you come back from the club. And interestingly enough, the only one that was in the house for you to go to ask where the bathroom is in an Airbnb that you spent almost 2 hours at before you even left out the Airbnb to go to the club was I Speak. And now this.
So after that live, he was crunk, he was drunk, and he was ready to go to the fucking club. And that's what we did. We went to the club. Again, I had one drink. One drink. Did I even have a beer? I'm not even sure I had a beer. I may have, because that's normally what I do. I normally get one shot, like...
Let's see what you had, shall we? See, there's your drink right there. There is Daewoo's drink. So, police, it wasn't a beer. Definitely, it was your signature drink, right? That's what you usually drink.
A shot of Crown or a double shot of Crown.
There it is.
Bud Light. But I feel like I had a Red Bull that night. But either way, I had one cup of Crowns. We had fun. I can't lie. I mean, I did not enjoy myself. Like, I'm not big on getting into the, we danced a little bit at the end of the night. But for the most part, I was pretty quiet. And when I did talk, I was talking to the bartender that was outside. And we were talking about the protest. Because that's really what I wanted to talk about that night. Nobody seemed to want to talk about the protest but me. And I'm like, hey, we in the club. We out here, like, people are asking where we from. We might as well tell them what we do, like, while we're here. Like, so we got to talking with the people outside.
It's like she was starstruck. Poor bartender. It's like she was starstruck. You're in LA, so you're starstruck? But why would you be coming to have a discussion during the decompress time? You traveled, you got to this place. Don't really want to talk about the protest until the morning of the protest. Why do we need to arrange and everything when you've been arranging it this whole time leading up to the protest? No, it was Mo saying I Speak is now going to be a part of this. That's what pissed police off. That's what pissed police off. Thank you, pizza tacos. Now I want pizza tacos.
About the protest. So for me, it was a good night. You know, I was like, maybe some of these people will show up tomorrow. So I cannot say we didn't have a good time at the club. It's when we got back to the Airbnb that shit went left for me. Now.
It's when they got back to the Airbnb that she set this fuck shit in motion. That's what she did. That's exactly what she did.
I saw I Speak and Mo flirting all night long. They danced together that night at the fucking club. Some people trying to tell me that no they didn't, no they didn't, no they didn't. Yes they did. And that was on live. They danced. They was dancing on each other as we were going to the dance floor. They were flirting hard when we got back to the Airbnb. It was.
Why does that matter to you, a married woman? Why does that matter to you? Whether they were dancing or whatever they were doing, it wasn't your business. I saw some of it. It doesn't negate that there weren't flirting or drinking or whatever going on. It depends on what you define as flirting too. Dancing isn't flirting to me. Now, specific type of dancing is flirting. Like, don't be bent over in front of my mans and think that's okay. But what I'm saying is, who the fuck is she? Who is she to judge anybody? Right, it's like she was jealous. She sounds like a jilted, like...
As we were going to the dance floor. They were flirting hard when we got back to the Airbnb. It was making me uncomfortable because she kept flirting with me too. And the shit that they were doing was just too, like, I felt like, I honestly thought Anthony was younger than what he is. I thought he was a young soldier, like a young sailor, like 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there. So I just thought, like, this is a military dude, like...
Let me explain something to you about police, okay? The moment Mo said I Speak is going to be on this movement, first of all, she knew who the fuck I Speak was. Because if you knew who Cuban was, you knew who I Speak was, T. Nathan was, all of them. That's how I figured it out. I was like, oh, he's connected to them, and he's connected to them, and she's connected to them. That's how you figure it out. Who's connected to who? Shit. So Polisa knew. And she knew he had over 1 million followers. That's why she wanted to talk to him so bad. That's why she wanted to have this conversation, have a dual live, or utilize the audience of his platform. And he does not look 22, right? Not different octaves.
I know military dudes, like, everything is sexual with them, like, everything. So, it's
But you emulate that. You compare heterosexual, a wet noodle with a heterosexual woman. That sounds like something a white military man would say.
Making me a little uncomfortable, but they ain't did nothing to me, so I'm not feeling violated in any way. It's just uncomfortable. Like, she keep flirting with me. I'm over there like, like, we not finna go there, Mo. We not finna go there. So every time she tries to flirt, I'm like, backing that shit up. Even to the point where Cuban was like, well, damn, like, why you, like, do y'all need to get a room or something? And I was like, no, I'm not attracted to her. And I blinked like this. A couple of minutes later, I was like, I gotta pee. Like, y'all, this shit going on, I gotta pee. So I went in the house to pee. I Speak was the only one in the house at that moment.
Wait a minute. Have a good night, Auntie. No. Who caught it? Who caught it? Tell me, true secret. Why know one of y'all caught it? Listen.
So, and I was like, no, I'm not.
All right, listen.
attracted to her. Like, we're not finna go there, but 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there. So I just thought, like, this is a military dude. Like, I know military dude. It's making me a little uncomfortable, but they ain't did nothing to me. So I'm not feeling violated in any way. It's just uncomfortable. Like, she keep flirting with me. I'm over there like, like, we not finna go there, Mo. We not finna go there. So every time she tries to flirt, I'm like, backing that shit up. Even to the point where Cuban was like, well, damn, like, why you, like, do y'all need to get a room or something? And I was like, no, I'm not attracted to her. And I blinked like this. A couple of minutes later, I was like, I gotta pee. Like, y'all, this shit going on, I gotta pee.
So I'm
23, 24, somewhere. I felt like, I honestly thought Anthony was younger than what he was going, as we were going to the dance floor, back to the Airbnb. It was making me uncomfortable because she kept flirting with me too. And the shit that they were doing was just too, like, I felt like, I honestly thought Anthony was younger than what he is. I thought he was a young soldier, like a young sailor, like 22, 23, 24, somewhere in there. So I just thought, like, this is a military dude. Like, I know military dudes, like, everything is sexual with them, like, everything. So it's making me a little uncomfortable, but they ain't did nothing to me. So I'm not feeling violated in any way. It's just uncomfortable. Like, she keep flirting with me. I'm over there like, like, we not finna go there, Mo. We not finna go there. So every time she tries to flirt, I'm like, backing that shit up. Even to the point where Cuban was like, well, damn, like, why you, like, do y'all need to get a room or something? And I was like, no, I'm not attracted to her. And I blinked like this. A couple of minutes later, I was like, I gotta pee. Like, y'all, this shit going on, I gotta pee. So I went in the house to pee. I Speak was the only one in the house at that moment. So I was like, hey, can you show me to, like...
So they were just out somewhere in the house. Mo and I Speak were supposed to be flirting. And then Mo started flirting with her. And they're all still in this part of the house. And then all of a sudden she goes in the house. And I Speak's the only one in the house. But they were just flirting. Right?
Show me where the bathroom is because I'm about to piss on myself. So he shows me where the bathroom is. He says something to me. I don't know what the fuck he said, but it was like a playful something. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga. I got to pee. So I ran in the bathroom to pee because I really did have to pee, but I really went in there to change my pad because that time of the month, I need to change my pad. We've been at the club dancing and shit. I need to change my shit. Didn't get a chance to do that. Because as I'm sitting on the toilet pissing, I hear this nigga saying shit like, what's that shit you talking? Do I need to come in there and straighten you out? And I'm like, oh. So I didn't say nothing. I sat there for a minute. I was like, who the fuck is he talking to? So then I hear him coming down the hallway. So I hurry up, get my pants up, fuck the pad situation. I hear him coming back. Do I need to come in there and straighten you out? Do I need to come in there and straighten you out? So I know for a fact he talking to me and he's gonna come in this fucking bathroom. So I rush, don't wash my hands. I rushed. By the time I got to that fucking doorknob, that nigga was pushing that door in and coming at me. Now, mind you, in the beginning, I didn't give y'all the detail that he was coming for my neck because I didn't remember that part. All I knew is I had to duck under his arm. So that I told y'all from the very beginning. I had to duck under and around him. I ducked under and around him to get the fuck out of there. He ran after us in the house and started doing that little move right here.
He ran after us in the house. He ran after us in the house.
Here, like y'all, he ran after us in the house and started doing that little move right here, like y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all drunk. I was like, sir, I'm not drunk. I don't give a fuck if I gotta walk to the hotel. I'm not staying here.
She said Mo was in the living room.
Y'all can't go nowhere. Y'all can't go I'm not Mo. I'm not staying here. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but I'm not staying here. I know y'all think this shit is funny. I'm not playing though. I did not consent to this type of fucking play. I don't want to be here no more. He got a phone call or something. He walked back toward the bathroom. I said, Mo, here is our chance. Let's get the fuck out of here. I ain't even go say bye to Cuban. I didn't go say bye to Dave. I ain't go say bye to no fucking body. I want to get the fuck out of this goddamn house. As we're running to the fucking car, I jump in the car. I put my fucking seatbelt on. She gets in the car. I don't know if she got in the car first before he dry humped her. But I do know I was in the car with my seatbelt on. Right? My seatbelt and my door locked. I locked that fucking door. He ran out the house. He jumped on the hood of the car. Y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all drunk. Y'all drunk. I'm not drunk, sir. I'm not drunk. Get the fuck off this car. I don't want no parts of this. He walks around the car. He picks Mo up. He puts her on his waist. He dry humping her in the middle of the street. They having fun. It's fun to them. It ain't fun to me. I don't want to be here. And it's fucked up that I'm already having to rely on the person that had me in a bathroom situation a month ago. That's already going through my head. That's why I ducked out that fucking bathroom as quick as I could. Ain't nobody finna hear me up in the bathroom again. You're not fixing to hear me up in the bathroom again. So let me get the fuck out of here. So I'm already thinking about what the fuck happened in Vegas again. Mo gets in the car. I tell Mo, look, I don't want to hug this man. I'm looking her deep in her eyes, friend to friend, woman to woman. Because now I'm telling you, like, I feel that uncomfortable. I don't want to be here, Mo. Please don't take off my seatbelt. Please don't unlock my door. She leans over, she looks me dead in my face and says, I know this is fucked up. Click, unbuckle my seatbelt. Click, unlocked the door, got out of the car, went around to the fucking passenger side where I was to help this nigga pull me out the car. They pulling on the door. They're pulling on the door. I'm pulling on the door. They're pulling on the door. I'm pulling on the fucking door. Because I'm not getting the fuck out of this goddamn car. He looked at me dead in my eyes. So he knew I was fucking serious. And I know he knew that because he said, oh, she's serious. Okay. And he backed up. Well, y'all just make sure. Actually, no, he didn't. He kind of gave me like a half hug through the window or whatever. And as he's pulling back, he's like, oh, you're serious. Like, let me, back up or whatever. Y'all let me know when y'all get to the hotel so I know y'all made it there safely. I'm pissed. I don't say nothing to Mo. Not a word to Mo the whole way back to the fucking hotel. She up here telling me how she could have had I speak. He was almost there. Like, I know you're not comfortable. I know you're not comfortable, so I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying, I almost had a girl. I was finna put that thing on him. His wife was finna be giving me all her money. And I'm sitting over here like, you're delusional as fuck. Like, I don't think that dude would have been fucking you.
Thank you. Who said that? T.I.'s. Where was everybody else at this point? Right. Thank you.
Like, I mean, maybe, but I don't think, like, I'm thinking he was just playing with her. Like, I'm not thinking that he's really attracted to her. So, and I know damn well he ain't about to leave his wife for you or fuck up, like, I know that he's not about to give you all his money. Like, but this is what she's saying. on the ride to the fucking hotel. I could have had all his money. That bitch would have been sitting over there looking stupid because I would have been getting all, okay, get me back to the fucking hotel. We get to the protest the next day, and I'm still kind of pissed at both of them. One, because he showed up to the protest hung the fuck over. Hungover. I was not following behind him. It just seemed like everywhere I went, he had to come stand in front of me. That's why me and Mo were arguing. When we went to Target, me, her, and Dave went to Target to get me some more pads. Me and Mo got into an argument in the car because I was like, look, first of all, this nigga keeps stepping in front of us saying the same shit we done already said. We've already been there. We've already done that. Like, this protest is going backwards in my book. The way I'm looking at it, we're moving backward. We've already done everything that he's out here saying. This is why we should have talked about the fucking protest before we got here today. Because everything he's proposing, we've already been there and fucking done that. Ain't no point. So yes, I was pissed at him. I was pissed the fuck off at him. Because it was fucking perfectly clear that it was a show for him. Just like I told Mo it was. Don't nobody in that goddamn T-Nathan them fold shit. Don't none one of these motherfuckers really give a fuck about activism for real. I told you this. This is why me and Mo got into an argument at the fucking protest. Cuban was still very supportive of me. So where did it go left, Cuban? It should be obvious to everybody that it only went left after I decided that I Speak was not about to get on this motherfucking app and play the fuck out of me.
How you gonna ask a question and then tell us the answer at the same time? I'll wait. You asked why I wasn't supportive. I was very supportive until you only gave a fuck about yourself. When I saw that you'll go to any lengths and hurt anybody for your agenda, for your narrative, for your story, for your experience, that's when I backed away from you. So there's the answer to that. But hold up. You had more questions, right?
Still, why? I don't understand why she would be mad at me. I didn't put her story out there. I've never asked her to tell her story.
Oh yeah, fine. I got it somewhere.
Ask a question, then answer for me. Got a bad habit of that. Number one, who said I was mad?
Okay.
I've never spoken out against you.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave it right there, and we can pick it up tomorrow. I needed to marinate. We already y'all, I don't know, not in. So we're gonna go over some more things tomorrow. I mean, there's not much that we know, but there's some things that I'm gonna be putting together because someone asked me in my comments, how does this footage expose Denise? It does, and I'm just gonna line it up. But keep your page up, Denise. I need all that footage. We got most of it on this, which is, it's really not even needed, to be honest. I just need to make some content pieces, because there's the story. Cuban and police has set up Mo. Absolutely set up Mo. And police got caught up with Cuban. So, police, you used a white woman to set up a black woman. Again. To Monica Allen, I apologize for my participation in J4P last year in calling you a predator and saying that you essayed Police of the God. I know for a fact that you did not essay Police of the God, aka Alicia Wilson, and I will be creating a series of pieces so that exposure of Police of the God and every single fucking person that was involved is exposed. That's what I'm going to do. So I really do apologize, Monica, and I can't express how very apologetic I am for the trauma that I have brought to your life. So with that, I want to be able to bring exposure to those that set you up. So that's what I'll be doing. Yeah, she's done. Both of them, Cuban and Polisa. Cuban and Polisa. I told y'all that when it comes to my community, I have no problem standing in front of my community and apologizing and holding myself accountable. And at the same time, I'll use those same skills that I didn't have full context at the time that I made those pieces blaze. But you did. You had more context than I had. You are the common denominator. So whether you continue to stand in the lies that you know are lies, and you are biased in this fuckery that is a setup of a black woman that you would obviously see, that's on you. I will not be addressing Blaze, aka Che Dotson, moving forward at all. You can talk about my name, on my name, about my family, anything, until you are blue in the fucking face. You are sitting over there and you know it to be a fucking lie. Because you know how I line shit up. So there's that. I don't give a fuck what he had, what Polisa has on him. There is nothing. Someone could have Mo could have unalived herself for this. And I don't even know if the person who did unalive themselves didn't do it because of this fuck shit. I contemplated some real fuck shit when I was going through it. I wasn't going to unalive myself, but I was making ways across that fucking border. I'm not even playing for what they've done to my family. What Blaze sat back and watched these bitches do to my fucking family. So, with that being said, if you get in my motherfucking way, I will expose everything about anybody with whatever data I have. And this goes to all of J4P. This isn't specific to Blaze. This goes for all. I'm going to already do it to Polisa. She don't deserve breath. Bitch could choke right now and I wouldn't give a fuck. That's where I'm at. Now, Jay Dodson, you want to step in this? This is between mothers. You ain't no mother. So, now that we've lined it all up, and the dumbass white Cuban then put all the fucking snitch shit on her own page. Cuba, you'll never be protected by black women. You can stay over there and think you are. I'm going to walk you all the way the fuck down to the pits of hell you belong, that you slithered out from. You tried to put this shit on Mo as far as misappropriation of funds. But you are all wrapped up in some fucked up ass shit. And that's just, I haven't even gone through all the recordings yet. So, if there's anybody out there that wants to send me any recordings to review, please send them to official Tanya Michelle on my Instagram and I will review it. So I can line it all up. And I can package it just nicely. Because the next thing I'm going to do, Polisa, Alicia Wilson, is I'm going to, the benefits, Veterans Affairs. That's who we're going to complain to. That's where the next call of action is going to. because you're a veteran. You still have responsibilities, and I'm going to find out how to work you out of that benefit. So you'll be $4,000 broker than you already fucking are. And I'll find it. And I'll get enough people to do it. The truth seekers in silence will do it. I'm aligned with official Tanya Michelle. And official Tanya Michelle is aligned with the truth. Better put some motherfucking respect on my name. So. Truth seekers! Let's do a decompress outro. And I'll be back tomorrow around 1 p.m.-ish. Let's see. What do we want to hear? Oh, never mind. I already got it.
Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?
Drop some fire in the comments, truth seekers. There we go.
So I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up shit in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. That shorty, she try and bless me like I said I do. Like a nigga sneeze, nigga please for them trippy squeeze. I'm getting green. Never let them hoes get in between of what we started. Little nigga, but I'm lying hard if they love me when I was stuck in their head. But at the party, I go to get it regardless. Draw like I'm an artist who crawling with straight to walking with foreigns. In my garage is a foreign bitches menaging. Fucking sucking and swallowing anything for $1. They tell me get him, I got him. I did it without an album. This shit with Mariah. Little nigga, I'm on fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly nigga, I'm flying. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was lease. Then I bought that new Ferrari, hey, to rest in peace. Hey, to rest in peace to the parking
Thank
lot.
y'all.
So big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my niggas, then what you talking about? Gangsters move in silence, nigga, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word. Was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Fuck, nigga. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I wrote the ass tomorrow, y'all thought it was rented? Flexing on these niggas, I'm like Papa on this finish. Double limit, that's my team. Rose, the captain, I'm lieutenant. I'm the type of cat that make cast and grind like I'm broke. That Lambo, my new bitch, she ride like my ghost. I'm riding around my city with my hands strapped to my toes. Cause these niggas
Yes, truth seekers.
Cause my mama need that bill money, my son needs some milk. These niggas try to take my life, they fuck around, get killed. You fuck around, get smoked. Cause these Philly niggas I bought with me don't fuck around, no joke. No, all I know is murder. When it come to me, I got young niggas that's rolling. I got niggas throwing bees. I done did the DOA, I done did the KODs. Every time I'm in that bitch,
Thank y'all, truth seekers,
I'm
guys.
hanging out that drop head, I'm riding down, I'm copping.
Hey.
Back home, that young nigga be wildin'. We young niggas, we mobbing. Like Batman on the ride. Miss two going made back. With my seat on reclining, I'm like, real nigga, what up? Real nigga, what up? If you ain't about that murder game,
You
then
ain't
pussy
worth
nigga, shut up.
worried about
If
that
you
shit.
shut in your rest, I get your pussy ass stuck up. When you touch down in my hood, know that
1 p.m.
tour life
Eastern.
ain't good. Kept me down in MIA. That day he came on wood. With that put my life in my feet. Like that little engine I could. Boy, I slide down in your block. Back on 12 o'clock. And they be throwing deuces on the same nigga they watch. And I'm the king of my city, cause I'm still calling them shots. And these niggas talking that bullshit, the same niggas that flop. I'm the same nigga from First Street with them that bridge that lot. The same nigga that came up and I had to wait for my spot. And these niggas hating on me. Hoes waiting on me. Still on that hood shit, my Rolls Royce on 80.
right, truth seekers, have a good night. I will see you